Greetings, family, friends, brothers, sisters. This is my first time going live. I'm actually doing this live for myself and for everyone else who's able to listen and hear this message. I don't normally go on here because I always feel like it's got to be the perfect time or the right time to get the message out or to get a message out. But the only time to get a message out is when it comes to mind. Either if you write it down, either you write it down or you just let it out, right? Today, tonight, this morning, 12. First off, I want to say happy birthday to my grandson. He turned 2 years old today. And I'm grateful to be a grandmother. I'm grateful to be a mother. Through all the trials and tribulations and struggles that women go through. I said women because it's not just my trial and struggle. You realize that lots of our women or women of color have gone through what I've gone through. And maybe I've experienced more. And maybe it's only because I wanted to find more research into it, analyze it, look into it more deeply, out of being curious of the why things are the way they are, why. Excuse me. I'm a little exhausted, a little tired. Been moving around and got a lot on mind in a good way. But things on my mind I want to get out right now because there's a lot of negative opinions, a lot of negative information. Some valid, I would say, and some is false. What I want to talk about is what to me I find more valid. We can talk about negativity all day. I'm not going to even speak on that right now because it's not even relevant. What I am speaking on right now is what my ancestors, my grandmothers left for me and my family to go and follow if we wanted to, by choice, not by force. No one forces us to do anything. A lot of things we think it's being forced upon us, but it's really by choice because you don't have to do anything. We have a lot of people that made lots of sacrifices because they didn't want to do certain things by choice. Excuse me, you guys. Anyway, sorry for the long drawn out. I'm getting to the point. My point is my grandmothers have set up by walking in certain lights, going in certain paths from experiences that they've had. And they've obviously went through those doors because they wanted to see or do something better. Now, the image that I have with my grandmothers that I'm talking about are two great wise women of that I can remember of and strength. My great great grandmother was a Eastern Star. My great grandmother was an Eastern Star. And I find out later that my grandmother was one too. Excuse me. But that was found out later on by doing my own research. Because I was already curious and inquiring and inquisitive about it. Not because someone was like, oh, do you want to come join this order, or did I want to pay for something so I can have some kind of superiority? It had nothing to do with that. But then when I got into it, I realized I missed a lot. I paid in my dues, paid what I needed to pay, but however, I wasn't attentive. I didn't have time to be attentive because I realized to be part of an order or an order like that, it takes a lot of work, and it takes work on your part, being active, you know, showing oneself to be approved. That's how you become worthy, or to even be defined as a worthy matron or worthy patron or anything worthy. I feel because you showed yourself approved to be worthy. Worthy of what? Aren't people worthy of praise, honor, respect? We can go on and on, but I'm not gonna. It's not even need to. I don't need to. That was enough. But what I do want to speak on, when I said, well, my real brothers, sisters, sistars, and sisters, please stand up. I said, I finally gotta do that, even with my hair like this. But it's okay because I am so comfortable in my skin. And this message is not about my hair. This message is about those that want to declare themselves being brothers and sisters of light that we recognize as knowledge, because we can go on and on levels of light to where you don't even know what, there is no light. It's just all darkness. It's a whole another topic of discussion. But to walk and carry oneself, and then when you go into the depths of what these degrees represent, what the order represents, in the first few pages of our writ, it says it's a beautiful order. People don't talk about the order being beautiful. What is beautiful about an order full of debauchery and chaos, full of all the crazy stuff that we've heard about, with its connections to all these Illuminatis and just a bunch of nonsense as far as I'm concerned. It's really, I got to the point where I see it's really a bunch of shenanigans. A lot of shenanigans that people play in games. Because they really had no respect for order in the first place. But they go to church every week or every month or whatever. That's some kind of order. You ritually brush your teeth every day. That's a ritual. People's ritually watching a football game today or tonight or whatever. Like, that's a ritual. Everything you do in some form every day or in its same way is a ritual. it's not something to be like, oh, you're involved in some kind of witchcraft. There's all kinds of magic or whatever you want to call it. It's energy. It's all it is energy, and how someone wants to use energy. You can use energy negatively or positively. It's all, we learn that in science. But like I said, this message is about the brothers and sisters that claiming themselves to be that. And the issue, my issue, is that we have issues in our community that are fucked up. Excuse my French. Whatever the French is fucked up. It's messed up because there's a responsibility, an oath, just like any judge, any police officer, anyone that has took some kind that has to serve. I feel like I'm part of serve. I took an oath to service what? Myself, to be better and walk in the light of of the order of what these orders is really about. And if anybody really know what they were, or it's not like a big secret to be what fidelity means, what to be truthful, to what know what justice, what to be honest. How is that to me a secret? Why is that such a big deal to be? What is it? Because they were created characters around them, and they came out of the Bible that the Christians go by. It's like you're not reading it. It's like you're reading it, but you're not reading it. It's not just a book. No respect for hierarchies. I said this to someone about respecting positions and respecting where people are in their positions, and that means you have to respect their hierarchy and where they are. And they are where they are because they got there because of something that they've done to get to that level. Getting to any level hierarchically, wherever you at, that means you've done something to get there. You either went to school, more of the times you went to some kind of school, whether it was a university, whether it was the school of hard knocks. We can go on and on. Whatever your school of choice may be, or whatever your degrees may be in. Because people got all kind of different degrees. But to actually go into something that has order, and then to respect someone who's maybe younger or older than you, can be kind of challenging sometimes. Because we don't respect our elders and we don't respect our youth. And then we want to blame each other about why our communities and so-called black communities are screwed up. It's because we have all these folks who want to walk around the showboat, be celebrities, and take on these oaths. They want the money, and then they get it, and now you got money to keep silent. The silence is not to do nothing for your people. That's it in a nutshell. The secret is not to do nothing for black people. so-called black people, whatever you guys know as black people. Because the moment that you guys we know who we are, who you are, no one can profit off of you, which really is our demise. People are profiting off our demise. Now, I never thought I would come to this point or even think about doing a live and putting this message out there. This is some transitional spiritual shit for me. I know for sure. Because I know I could have never seen myself doing this right now. But I'm going through my order, and I'm starting off at the first degree. What people want to know what degrees are. I'm starting at number 1 because I want to know what does the first degree entail. Who, what characteristics are they? This is why I have some respect. So actually, I'm getting much more respect that I had because I wasn't brought up with any type of Islamic. And I'm not talking about no Arab Islam. I'm talking about the nation of Islam. That's what I'm talking about. I have so much more respect for the minister, Louis Farrakhan. The honorable, let me put that. You know, I am all about giving respect. I have to make sure you gotta put respect on the name. You remember when one said, what's the name said, put respect on my name? I think that was Birdman. Whatever he was involved in, whatever, I don't really care. You gotta respect. And that's the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, who was brought up by the Honorable most Elijah Muhammad, who I had the pleasure of meeting at Savior's Day in Chicago for 2018. I've had one of the most transformational years of my life. I never thought I would be saying what I'm saying now. But you brothers and sisters, y'all, the Reverend said, you're too weak. You're too weak. Anybody that got to this far in my video, sorry for it to be this long, but you're too weak. It's sad. It's sad. We cannot keep going into these years expecting change and some kind of results and solutions to our problems when you are the problem. You still creating it because you keep lying to yourself because you don't want to tell the truth to yourself, so you can't tell the truth to me. And nor I expect you to, because we see right through it. We see right through you. We can see through you. People see the bullshit. So at some point, enough is like enough. When does the shenanigans stop for us if we expect any type of change? When you're going to church every day, if you're going to go there, I'm sorry, for those that go there every day, every week. But you're reading the Bible, but you're not reading it. You're not even getting it. It's giving you solutions to the problems. It's giving us history. It's giving us lessons. It's giving us what the disciples, who they were. They represent discipline. Disciples represent discipline, brothers and sisters. That was what today was about. For our sisters and brothers know about St. John's Day. This was my first one attendance. You know, I felt like I had to let this out because it was about sacrifice. I could have been with my family, but it was required for me to be in attendance. And I wasn't able to be with them because I'm obligated. I got so many more obligations, and this has let me have much more respect for my government and my nation that I come from. We are an indigenous people. We are an indigenous people to this land, to this universe, to this whole entire planet, to this universe. And that's the problem. That's the problem. We forgot who we are, what we're capable of, and what we can do. And we think it takes rocket science to do it. No, it takes loyalty and trust and communication. Something as simple as saying, no, I ain't going to be there. No, I can't make it. Especially when you got folks that's trying to reach for something or working towards something and sacrifice. For those that know anything about our first degree, and we're not talking about going to sacrifice no goats or sacrificing no people. You dumb motherfuckers who ever thought it and got this far. We're talking about sacrifice. What do you do? What do you sacrifice yourself for? I did what I did. I sacrificed myself to be with the other part of my family and let my other side of my family have their family time with the other family. You know, still keeping my obligations and letting my other family understand that I have to keep this obligation and uphold. And hopefully you follow within the family footsteps because it's a walking legacy with hold. Sacrificing for your children, for your husband, for mom, for that's the type of sacrifice I'm talking about. Willing to get on the bus because the car didn't want to work. Saying, okay, I'm willing to do whatever I got to do to get there. That's the type of sacrifice I'm talking about. To my brothers and sisters, need to get it together. Really need to get it together. Stop walking around talking about you a brother and you a sister and you don't want to do it. You can't do this no more. No, you can't do it no more because you don't want to. You can't do you no more. You're tired of perfecting yourself. That's what ends up happening to me. You're just tired of perfecting yourself because you can't build no more. You got stuck and trapped. Walk through the valley of the shadow of what? Death, and fear none. It's crazy and sad and ridiculous. Brothers and sisters. I'm talking to all y'all, east, west, north, and south. My name is Khalifa. I've been here. I wasn't born yesterday. And I wasn't just born in 1979 either. This won't be the first message. I did not mean for it to be this lengthy. But I'm so sick and tired of brothers, so-called brothers, talking about what they're going to do and what they can do. And then they sit up and lie in your face. They lying to their own woman, their own women, their own sisters, so-called sister. That's how you treat your sister? Because if that's how you treat your sister, I sure don't want you to, I don't want you to, I don't want you to be my brother. You can, my real blood brother. If that's the way you act, we can cut you off. You cut people off when they act like that. Even if they blood or not. Ain't no blood thing. We all blood. We all come from this planet. Y'all need to go watch the B movie. We all cousins. But we supposed to stick together. But the thing is, we've been at this war. We've been having these melaninated wars for eons. And y'all not tired. People gotta be tired. Gotta be enough is enough. What I'm saying, like, when is enough is enough. It was my rant. Like I said, I did not plan on doing this. But it feels comfortable. Because I didn't want to say no names. And I ain't going to say none. Because they know who they are. That's why I had to make this video. And this video is for any future brothers and sisters. Stop making the orders of any craft, of any order, who have worked to make it stable, to build something to better humanity and society, make it look like shit. And then people like myself have to come in, fix it. And it take that much more work because we got dumb Negroes because they don't know who they are and don't even care about wanting to know who they are, and then got nerve to discredit and throw shade and spit on the ones that have paid their dues and paid the price for us to be here, to even for me to even speak right now. I want to thank and honor my grandmothers, my cousin. I want to thank her for keeping the family legacy, withholding it up, keep her, because she's, her mother is part of our capstone, why we still even keep doing it, fulfilling her. We're fulfilling the duties of what we were obligated to do. You're either called or you're not. It's that simple. As I heard in the church, I don't have to go to church. I am the church. I am the temple. You are the temple. Yo, I ain't gonna preach. This was not from coming here to preach. Get it together, sisters and brothers. But whatever, we all got some issues and fucked up problems. But we try to work through them. And you do it through communication. So get it together. We have to get it together. Why? Because you're too weak to lead us and build anything. So get out the way for the ones that actually want to do that and can and will. But if you move out the way, you can make it a whole lot easier on the ones that want to perfect and make that happen. Because I seen some strong folks, men and women, and I seen some weak ones. Peace.